All right,
Okay.
so that brings us then to question of the week. And Dale asked a good question that I know you already saw, but I think it's a question that he's not the only person who will have at some point, and I think this is a really good one to answer. So Dale asks, anyone know of a way to quickly get a few membership rewards points? I was waiting on mine to post, just signed up for the first Amex card in a long time. The statement closed today, but no points posted. In Amex chat, I was told they do not post on current statement, but on the next statement, which is strange. Points post always a month behind. Like that doesn't make sense to him. He's saying, I delayed some Amex or Amazon shopping until I had membership rewards in order to use the discount, because anybody who's been paying attention knows that Amazon has been offering these deals where you use one membership rewards point, you get 30% off, 40%, 50, 60% off even for some accounts. So he said he delayed some Amazon shopping. He even asked the rep if there was a way to just give him a few points. Can you just give me 2 or 3 points so I can use one of those points at Amazon and get the discount, hoping for some goodwill? And they said no. So what's the secret, Greg? What can you do if you're like a few points short, whether you need those points for the Amazon discount or you're 6 points short of what you need in order to book a valuable award or whatever else? What do you do?
Right. So you probably know the answer better than me. If I recall, someone on Frequent Miler Insider suggested that he go ahead and pay the bill early, and that would trigger the points to come in. And apparently that actually worked. Am I remembering that right?
You absolutely are. Yeah, that's it, exactly it. When your statement cuts, if you haven't paid the balance off, you're not going to get the points until you pay the balance. At least that's been my experience with Amex all along. And as soon as you pay, like that next day or so, or later that day, maybe even probably the next day, the points post. So that's the way to get the points to post from your statement cut. You don't have to wait until the next statement generates. You just have to pay it right away.
Right, right. Okay. So, and I had offered advice before I realized that there was better advice on there, because I didn't actually know that. What I said was he had tried, I think, if I remember right, calling Amex and was told there's
You
nothing
did.
they could do. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think he asked to speak to a supervisor, because in my experience, the first line people literally can't do anything about it, but a supervisor can issue goodwill points. And I would think that if you get a supervisor on the phone and he asks for 1 point, that they'll probably throw
Right.
like 500 points at you or something. But
Right.
that seems to me a likely outcome as well. But paying it off is a much better solution.
Well, that's the quick solution. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever you've spent, paying it off, and that's not going to work mid-cycle. To be clear, it's going to work after your statement
Hmm.
has closed and you have whatever it was you spent $2,000. Statement closed. You owe 2,000 on the next payment or whatever it may be. At that point, after the statement is closed, paying the bill is going to make the points post. But it's not like Capital One where, a couple days after you make the purchase, the points post to your account. That's not typically the case. Although if you're on that new Amex Platinum offer, then the grocery bonus points do post to your account right away. And an
Hmm.
Amex offer that you use, those points post within a day usually of making the charge. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you had an Amex offer for, spend $50, get 1,000 points somewhere, or the extra 8X at Amazon, buying something cheap, that'll also cause those points to post within a couple of days, because the bonus points from MX offers and the bonus points for the grocery and gas bonus on the Platinum card, the temporary bonus on those do post within a day or two.
Oh,
So
that's a great tip. Yeah, very
yeah,
good.
so that's another thing to keep in mind. And then, like Greg said, definitely supervisor should be able to give you some points. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't just offer to give you a couple points. Not a couple, probably 500 or 1,000 or something. I once had an offer I wasn't able to add online. It showed as available in my account, but when I hit add, it just gave me an error every time. And I spoke to somebody and they tried to see, and there was nothing they could do. And they said, "I'll tell you what, I'll just give you the points as a courtesy, and you promise me you're actually going to spend the money at whatever store it was," right? I was like, "Oh yeah, 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 absolutely.
Nice.
Make that charge right now."
Yeah.
So they did give me the points, so they can give you points.
Right, right. And Amex also has a way, if I remember right, of paying for the extra points you need, paying like 2.5 cents each for the extra points you need,
Oh, right.
but for an award. Like, so you have to be redeeming, if I'm remembering right, I could be wrong, but I think it's that it has to be like you're trying to do something like transfer points to an airline partner, or use points for some specific purpose that you could look at, and you could tell them, all right, see, I need this many, and they can sell you those points. So I guess you could probably call and say, I want to buy this $1 thing on Amazon, so I need 100 points. Can I buy them? Maybe that would work too. But I think all the other things you mentioned, I would try first before.
Yeah, maybe that would work. And Amex has the points advance on the Delta cards, right? Where you can basically get
Yeah.
a loan on your points ahead of time. Is that a
I
good
don't
deal?
think. I mean,
I think it's only on the
I-
Delta cards.
I
to my
think
knowledge.
right. I mean, it's not a bad. Like, I think as long as you earn those points within a certain amount of time on your card, then you don't end up paying anything to borrow the points. So I think it's a fine deal from that point of view. I think it's a bad deal if you fail to, because then you have to pay more than you wanted for Delta
Whatever it
miles.
is, free miles. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. All right, there you go. So that was the question of the week. So.